Hey Parker, it's June 16th. So I think the idea of unpopular opinions is actually a really good topic because I just like it. Also, I can't say where I stand on Elementary versus Sherlock because I haven't seen Elementary. Granted, I haven't seen the third season of Sherlock either, so. But we're gonna go on to my unpopular opinions, so let's get into it. So my unpopular opinion is that Tumblr is actually a pretty okay internet community. Now, I mean, it's a pretty okay community in terms of the other internet communities. I don't think Tumblr is any less horrible than the YouTube community or Reddit or 4chan or any of the other like big websites who have large followings. And what I mean by this is I know Tumblr gets a very, very bad rap for being social justice warriors and to the point of fault, which I do agree with quite a bit. Like, a lot of times it's taken too far, but that happens on pretty much any website. And because of the fact it happens on pretty much any website, I don't think Tumblr is any better or worse than any other given website. Like, I think it's just like what you're into as a person. For example, obviously, I like Tumblr because it has a lot of pictures of band members and gifs of my favorite television shows. And someone else might like the anonymous aspect of 4chan, and another person might like the niche communities that you can find on Reddit. No single website is bad or horrible. And I actually really like Tumblr because Tumblr did teach me a lot personally. Without Tumblr, I probably would not have known what I identify as for another 2 or 3 years, which, given that, like, that's not necessarily the best thing to, like, just go through life and be like, I don't know what I am, I don't really have a label that fits me, it's really disheartening. And through Tumblr, I found labels that helped me figure out what I feel. I also argue that Tumblr made me a more accepting person in general, just because the whole attitude of, you know, everyone is different, what works for me doesn't work for someone else, like, that's really prevalent in the blogs I follow. Now, I know there are some people who are probably gonna, like, comment on this video, or, like, who just in general disagree with me and are like, no, Tumblr is, like, the most toxic internet community ever. And I do sort of agree with this. Tumblr can be overwhelmingly toxic in its just, like, nature to blow things massively out of proportion and not necessarily take apologies. But I still like the majority accepting nature of Tumblr, especially for someone who is queer and non-gender conforming, maybe. But basically my main point is Tumblr doesn't deserve all the hate it gets, because pretty much every website has, like, that one weird community that is incredibly outspoken and an incredible minority who take things too far. Straight. That looks straight, but it's not straight. Is it straight? I have scoliosis. I don't know. That looks straight, but I'm sitting incredibly crooked, so I think it's my scoliosis. It makes me perpetually tilting. No, I think it's the scoliosis. I'm perpetually tilted. In the end, every internet community, I use that term very, very loosely just to refer to the members of the website. Any internet website has that, like, small group that no one really wants to associate if they're not in it, just because it's too radical. Regardless of the fact that it does have that minority of people who are incredibly, like, radical in their views, every website has it. Tumblr isn't the worst of them. We can all stop, like, this meme of hating on Tumblr because it's not that bad. It's definitely not as bad as people make it out to be. So Parker, that's my unpopular opinion. Tumblr is not a horrible website. Feel free to dispute me in the comments. I'd like to know everyone else's opinions because, that's just how I feel personally. Like, I doubt other people's opinions are gonna change mine, but, you know, we'll see. But again, everyone is entitled to their own opinion as long as it isn't harmful to others, so my choice of social media website isn't hurting anyone else, so who cares? I look forward to your video tomorrow, Parker. See ya. Bye.